Not a filmmaker, so it's pretty simple. So first of all, thank you for coming in. And you have recently completed the Partnering with Poise course. And it was with a group of people who were caring, like yourself, for people living with dementia. And I believe that's the situation for your wife, correct?
That's correct.
Yes. And in the course, it's training people in some skills based on Alexander technique to see if that might be useful to just stay resilient and healthy and able to take care of yourself while you're caring for someone else as well, which is very challenging, right?
Yes.
So I'm curious, we're very curious to hear personally from you what you found to be helpful from the class, or what things you liked about it.
Well, I think the main thing I learned from the class is that we are facing situations every day. I mean, my wife would call, and then I used to begin. I hear the name. She calls, and I would jump. And we found that that's not necessary unless it's a real emergency. But this is what we learned is the very beginning. It's you don't. When somebody asks you a question, you don't just answer. You just wait and breathe, and say, and they give you a response. This is not only in speech, but also when she calls me, I just don't jump. Before I had a tendency to jump, but with this one, I stop first, I breathe, and then I get up.
And do you feel that that has any influence on your wife, of you being a little calmer in that way?
No, I don't think so. Well, in the sense that she does not expect me, or even if she does, but she accepted the fact that, it takes something. We have my wife is from the Philippines, and there was an expression in the Philippines that says "kapamo." That means just a minute, And all I have to do is say "kapamo," then she knows that I'm coming, but not right away. But I'll be there.
It's nice. It's very comforting.
It is. Thank you. Yeah, it works fine with me. And I think it not only. I don't only use it in responding to her, but it's in my daily life now. So when somebody asks me a question, I will breathe and stop and breathe and answer.
It sounds like I see a big smile when you say that. Is that something new for you, to be able to take time for yourself in that way?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And our son is living with us. He's sort of the primary giver, in addition to the caregivers that come 11 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I always share with him what I learned today, And he reminds me, if I'm not doing it the way I've told him, then he would remind me,
Wow.
So, and this is not only in the time management, if you will, but also in the movements.
Yeah, I was going to ask a little bit about that. There was aspects of the training that dealt with different parts of anatomy and how you can move and how you can move with less strain. Have you found that you're moving differently, or that in your body you feel any differently than you did before you took the course?
I feel I found it correct. And for example, before the poise, I would do like this. I don't do that anymore. So
what do you do
like
now?
I just curve, instead of just go like this and curve. So it's not only on that one, but in everything I do. I don't get up from the chair just up, but I say there's a certain I think the curve is the best way to describe it. You know.
So it's nice. So that idea of a curve has come in and it's less, you said I'm not doing this straight reach. Did you have any pains or aches before you took the class, or are you pretty
No,
easy?
it has not changed that
Okay,
much. So
okay.
it's always
Well,
the
hopefully that'll be continue that way if you're moving with a little bit
Well,
more curve and smoothness.
Because I've been doing it now for a couple of months.
That's
doing
right.
it the Alexander way.
Yes, because the class ended about 2 months ago.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, June.
It was in June, so it's been almost exactly 2 months since the end of the class.
Yeah.
And you're really recalling so many things. That's great. It's not like, oh, okay, I did it and that's that. It was really starting to get integrated into your daily life.
Yes, and I have found it helpful, not only in doing things for myself, for her, but also in my daily activities. You know, I do half of the cooking at home, and I just found myself that more at ease by doing the curve rather than just doing this and that and this. And
So when you're moving through your kitchen and moving the plates and the dishes and the ingredients, you find yourself
Sure.
curving more.
That's exactly right. Yeah. The same with getting up from my comfortable chairs, and I spend seems like I spend a lot more time, watching TV or with her, and sometimes she can't come to the dining table or even kitchen table, so we just bring her food on the table, what do you call it, tray,
Tray.
and I just sit next to her.
So do you find how you're sitting now to be a little different than before the class?
Well, I have a nice chair that it reclines and it does everything, and I can sit up almost perfectly well to put my what do you call it, my table, my tray.
You're like a TV tray kind of
Yeah,
thing, yeah.
TV tray,
I'm just pulling back so that we can see how nicely you're sitting. And the class was a group class.
Yes.
So there were other people in the class who were also caring for people living with dementia. Did you enjoy having other people in the class with you?
Oh yes, I did very much so. There are 5 of us, and we're all going through the same thing. So we learn from each other. Eventually, when it came time to do some helping out, walking and I think the lessons, the practice, the movement that we did helped them a lot.
Yeah, there were partnering activities where you were practicing if you were helping your
Sure.
partner to walk, or that you could practice using some of those Alexander principles and ideas
Precisely.
while you were walking.
Yes, precisely.
Is there anything else about the class that stands out for you compared to maybe other ways or other things that you've done in the past? How was it different?
Well, I think overall, I feel like the most important thing is, I have to take care of myself. I think I can't, unless I take care of myself first, I cannot take care of her. I think that was the gist of what I got. And so I'm more relaxed, and then doing so, I can do a better job. Because right now I don't have to do any of those, because the caregiver does that, and after they leave, my son takes over that. So it helps a lot. It does.
So do you think this is something that you'll continue to use for the rest of your
Yes,
life?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not only that for taking care of her. I think just being, how to do things for myself, to how to get up, how to move this, like in the curving. The other thing that we learn a lot is about the vision or something. the vision. There's a different word for that. I can't remember.
Perception,
Perception,
perceiving,
yeah.
the perceiving,
Yeah, and that's very important. I found out that we learned that you don't have to look at each thing. You know, when you look somewhere, you have a different an array of a wider area of vision to see, and that kind of helped a lot. And that way you don't have to go like this all the time, but you can go look this way, and then but you see this way and that way.
Absolutely. So even though you're not like looking down at the ground, you can see what's on the ground through that peripheral vision, and you can see
Sure.
all around you and sense
That's
where
right.
you are, so that you don't have tunnel vision, but you have more of that widening vision.
It's kind of important to me that we also learn that we don't have to clear everything if you want to walk. You know, you can have a lot of stuff there, then you can still, by doing this technique, you can walk around the things on the floor, for example.
Right, if you happen to be in a place that's kind of cluttered or there's obstacles, you can maneuver that better. Certainly in your home, you want it to be clear for your wife, and you said there's no, no dangers, but you're absolutely right. When you're going through the world, there's lots of things that can be around, and you can maneuver with your curves and your widened perception, and that's very useful.
That's that's one of the big things that I've learned. You know. Like that includes picking up paper on the floor. You don't have to look at it, because if I do that, I may just topple down. But I can see this without actually looking at it.
It sounds like you're taking a lot of things away from this class, a wide variety of things, and I'm very pleased to hear that. We're happy that even just 10 classes that you had
Yes.
offers you so much helpful self-awareness and ability to care for yourself, and it does seem to grow over time. So one thing that we might do is we may check in with everyone again, at the 6 months past the class, just to check in and see how you're feeling then, and if these experiences are growing for you and you're still able to use these things. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share?
Like 6 people, only 5 people in class, 2 men, including myself, and 3 ladies, and it didn't get too crowded, and it was just very enjoyable. And of course, he's great. He's down to earth and explain everything very nicely, and he's a good teacher. I really enjoyed him.
I think so too. I think he's very clear, and he shares concern for everyone. It's very clear that he's interested and that he really likes teaching, and that makes a difference.
Yeah, I think that's his calling.
Yeah, I do too. So anything else you'd like to say at the end of our interview?
Well, really nothing else, I'm for my own mental needs. I see a counselor, so every other month, so I share the classes that we have with her, and she said, good, I have some clients that might be able to use that class, so I'm happy that I can share that with her, that she can recommend to some of her clients.
Yes, please do let Jim or I know about who she is, and we can share information with her, and stay in touch with her about when we have the classes, so she
I
can.
have my whole book with her. She has mine, so and I'll get it back. But
You shared your binder with the review
sure.
handouts in it too.
And I also attend the every other week, caregiver support groups, and of course I share with them too. So,
I think that's wonderful. We really want people to share what they learned with each other, yeah. Because because we
In
can't
fact, last-
teach everyone.
The last meeting we had Greg with us, you know, the other students, so it was a lot of fun. It's kind of like a mini reunion.
This is what everyone says when they see each other. They kind of like, oh, you're in my club or something. I know. We hear this from people who've taken the course in other cities as well, in other towns. So. Well, thank you very much for coming in,
You're
Haryo.
most welcome.
Okay.
Thank you for inviting me here and share with you what I found and what I got from the course. And I really appreciate what I learned from Jim and be able to share with some friends.
Yes, yeah, we're very grateful for the funding from the Alzheimer's Foundation of America to help provide this for people. Thanks.